Hi, I'm Darin Bjerknes. Welcome back to Discover Woodbury. Today we're going to be highlighting Machete's Mexican restaurant here in Woodbury. Let's go on inside. So here we're with Julian, one of the owners here at Machete's in Woodbury, and we're going to ask him a few questions and tell us a little bit more about Machete's. So what is Machete's story? How did you start and to get to where you are now?
Yeah, well, it's a long time in the making, to put it short. My parents, they opened the first one in 2003, but it wasn't a Machete, it was called Los Ocampo, Taqueria Los Ocampo. And after that, they kind of just, took off. I grew up with the business, learned how to, cook, clean, dishwash, serve, everything.
Had you doing everything, I bet. Yeah.
From the beginning, from the bottom up.
Okay.
And from there, just until 2018 when we opened Machete, we kind of changed it up. So we've always wanted to come into Woodbury. It's a growing area. We found the spot. It used to be a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, it was.
We changed it up.
Yep.
And the idea behind this, compared to Los Ocampo, that's very authentic. We wanted to take those flavors, that base, that what's good, and give it a different look. So here it's a little bit more darker, modern, a little different.
Yep.
And apart from that, we have different drinks here. We have different food items compared to Los Ocampo. And that's pretty much it.
Tell us about the food, and now you've got homemade recipes, and how did that come about? And so tell us more about the process and kind of what makes you different than a different Mexican restaurant.
Okay, yeah. So I think the biggest thing is that everything in the kitchen is made from scratch. It's like a scratch kitchen.
Fantastic.
That's where all I think the main flavor comes from. The recipes that go into the scratch are all my mom's.
Your mom's recipes.
My mom's recipes.
Okay, so it's not. It's not a corporate taken out of the freezer. This is all homemade stuff here.
And that's the other thing. We're family owned all over the board. The other restaurants here, a food truck, it's all us.
And you have how many restaurants right now?
Right now in total we have 7 and a food truck.
And a food truck.
So it's like a 7.5.
And where does the food truck go? Is it kind of move different places or all over the metro? Or how do you choose?
So this last summer was our first summer with the food truck. So it was kind of like a learning experience. We spent a lot of our time in downtown Minneapolis.
Okay.
Right there on 2nd and 6th. Very popular spot. Our name is big, Los Ocampo and Machete. People that live here in Woodbury. Yeah.
Basically.
So, same things.
Similar.
Yeah. People that lived in Woodbury that work in downtown, they would walk by and they see the Machete logo, like, "Whoa, you guys have a food truck down here?" I live in Woodbury. I go there every day, every other week. Yeah. So
perfect. So what's kind of your signature dish or most popular dish that people often order? Maybe there's probably a couple, but is there one or two that are the most famous?
So I think the most famous that kind of resembles the name is the Machete. We call it a machetazo because we make it a little bigger. It's a 21-inch long handmade corn tortilla, So they form it, they put it on the press it, and it comes out nice and long and ovally.
It's like a quesadilla, or what is it? It's a quesadilla.
Yeah, some people refer to it as a taco, but it's a quesadilla because before this big machete we started making it, we made a quesadilla, which is a smaller version.
Yep.
And then for the young kids, it's a mini quesadilla, so it's like a tiny little version.
Okay.
So it's a tiny, regular, and now the big family size kind of one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what are we going to be making back in the kitchen when we head back there?
Well, I think we're going to show you a machete, obviously, because it's really nice. Machetazo is a big one. And I think we have the ones that I like too, the specialty street tacos. That's another thing that
I've had the street tacos. They're fantastic. You have all kinds of options to choose from too. Yeah. How many options for the street tacos?
Let me think.
It was like 8 or 9, right?
Oh, it's even
maybe more.
Boy, I think it's going to be a little. I think it's 15, something like that.
15. Yeah, there was a huge amount of options, and I tried them all. Otto, his birthday is today. Yeah, he brought them out, and I tried a bunch of them, and they were fantastic too.
Yeah.
So.
And those are all built differently. So for example, the carnitas, it's the meat, it's the pickled red onions, the cilantro, the spicy mayo, and we put all those ingredients onto it because it really brings out the flavor of the meat. So that is not going to be found on the asada, for example.
Okay.
That's different. So that's what I think is going to be nice. And obviously, we'll show you a chimichanga too. Those are the big deep fried, super tasty, burritos. Yeah.
Awesome. So we'll head back there in a minute. So if you haven't checked out Machete's yet here in Woodbury, come check it out. Meet the staff, very friendly. And hopefully we'll see you and they'll see you here soon.
Making drinks.
Awesome. Let's head on back.
Okay.